Today's video is all about my healing journey, how I healed from my relationship heartbreaks. I'm just here to share my personal story. Healing is hard. I went through extreme hurts. We as human beings are shaped by our experiences. Heartbreak for me was rejection, disappointment. I expected this and they gave me nothing. Heartbreak for me was physical, in my chest. I cried. I wasn't focused at maybe borderline depression. I'm not one person to have a fairy tale wedding dream or expect. Can you marry this person after this person cheated on you? I will say no. You would regret not living. Read my lips. A man or a woman knows when they are able to manipulate you and they like it. Ask myself, how will I start? Let me answer my younger self from anywhere. It's not about for me in the boski. Just calm down. You don't sleep at night. Pack your bags and go. How could you have taken this rubbish? He had been dating the three of us together. Couldn't believe that I was a pick-me girl. He used to buy me chips. Oh my God. Set healthy boundaries. Come closer. But honestly, receive sense. Closure is going to bring embarrassment. I don't know why I like tapping my mic, but welcome guys. Welcome to my YouTube channel. It is me, literally. My name is Makan, so it is me here. I'm so excited to be sitting down to talk to you guys again. I am really in a very emotional state, and I don't know if I'm going to add this part of the video, but I have gone through a lot this week, and I went through a lot to be able to shoot this video because I don't want to give excuses, and I already told myself I'm not giving any excuses for YouTube. And voila, I am here. I am ready to give a part 2. If you've not watched part 1 of this video, please do watch the part 1. It is really important because this is just like a continuation. So yeah, let's get right into the video. Okay, if you are a new subscriber, please stay. This is family and you will love it here. I do vlogs, I do everything food. I post food recipes at least once a week. I also talk to my people, my community, my women, my men, my boys, my girls. Okay. So yeah, welcome my love. This is Makan and you'll love it. You will love it here, I promise you. Today's video is all about my healing journey, how I healed, just what I did to be able to heal completely and wholly from my relationship heartbreaks. This can also work for friendship heartbreaks as well. I'm just here to share my personal story. I'm just here to share my personal journey. And if you've not seen the first video, which is the craziest things that I did for love, I'm going to link it in the description box. Please check it out. It is so embarrassing, but I decided to share and start the series. So this is the part 2 of this series. I think we have 2 parts to go. I'm going to be giving series every month, a topic every single month that I can talk about with my community, my babies, my loves. So let's get right into this video. In reference to that video, because I got a lot of comments, a lot of views that, oh, am I sure that I wasn't also the problem in those relationships? It is worthy to note that I felt cheated in those relationships. The love, like I said, wasn't reciprocated, at least to a large extent, to a large degree. I'm not going to say that my partners are to be blamed completely because nobody is perfect if you look at it. But then again, I tried my best. But did they deliver their best? Absolutely no. So today I got cozy and I'm with my pillow just so that I can feel comfortable because this is a topic that I am passionate about because I know what I went through, how hectic, how I had to put my head to heal my healing journey. how Makan healed twice and how she's here and how she's sharing her story without beating herself up. Because trust me, it is one thing to film a video like that and share, and I'm not embarrassed. Like, I'm embarrassed quite to a good extent, but it is more like it is in my past, so it's good enough for me to share. I want to say, first of all, healing is hard. Healing is extremely hard. And I need you, if you're going through any heartbreak, if you are here because you've been heartbroken, if you're here because you've been wounded, if you're here because of any hurt at all, be it friendship, be it relationship, heartbreak is hard. I promise you. And I'm speaking from experience. I'm speaking from a place of trauma. I went through extreme hurts. That is the first thing that I want you to recognize, that this is very, very hard. I mentioned the last time that when you leave a toxic, failed relationship, a part of you stays with that person. A part of you that was wholesome, that was caring, that was nice, depending on what that person did to you. Say, for instance, that person cheated on you. You live with trust issues and leave your trust with that person. You might disagree with me, but that's the truth. The next person that you're going to end up with is going to suffer if you don't heal properly, if you don't heal wholly and fully. Is going to suffer for the sins of your ex, and it's not good. And it is something that you might not be able to help because you just want to guard yourself. You want to guard your heart. You want to guard your whole being. Trauma is so hard, and trauma has a response. That's what they call trauma response. Every human being goes through theirs differently. And it is worthy to note that once you leave somebody, a part of you has depleted. I mentioned this in my former video. A part of you has depleted, a part of you has gone away. Whoever ends up with you, say for instance, like me, a part of me depleted twice. You now have trust issues, you now have fears, you now have cheating issues, you now have scars, you now have rejection problems. There are a lot of things that are trauma response. We as human beings are shaped by our experiences. We are shaped by our past experiences, just aside, what our environment, aside our upbringing from our parents, the values from our parents. But most importantly, we are shaped by our past experiences. And now you've left this relationship with a whole lot of baggage. This new baggage and problems that you've left with need help. And it's until you cry for help, it's until you ask for help that healing comes. Most times we leave a relationship and we want to form indaboski paosi. And we're just like, on to the next thing. I'm not mourning, I'm not hurting. Maybe you were not invested in that relationship. So this video is for people that are actually dealing with heartbreak. Heartbreak comes in different forms. Heartbreak for me was rejection. Heartbreak for me was disappointment. Heartbreak for me was being short of expectation. Like, I expected this and they gave me nothing. Heartbreak for me was physical. Heartbreak for me, I felt heartbreak in my chest. I can still remember how tight my chest felt. It felt like my chest was shattering. It felt like I could rip my, if I saw my chest, if I saw my heart, it was, I call it one of the darkest periods of my life, because only me knew what I was going through. I cried. I cried in the day. I cried in the night. I felt hot in every single way possible. I couldn't do anything at all. I couldn't focus. I wasn't I I wasn't focused at all. I couldn't do anything. Mine was very, very, very deep. Maybe borderline depression or extreme sadness, for lack of better words. That is the degree to which my heartbreak had gone. For those who didn't watch my first video, I had forgiven rubbish. I had excused rubbish in my relationships over and over and over again. So when things happened that I should have gone, I stayed. When I should have left, I forgave and I kept staying, because why did I stay? People, till today, my friend asked me, you went through all of these things, why did you stay? And I'm just like, I stayed because of fear of the unknown. I stayed because I did not know how to begin my life and how to start building my life without these people, without them at the point, my boyfriend in my life, because I had built my whole world around them. I had built my entire life. I'm not one person to have a fairy tale wedding dream or expectations. I'm not one. But you see a fairy tale marriage as per the marriage that will have children, the real work. I have a whole fairy tale, like, I know how I want my marriage to be. I have an idea of the type of man I want to marry. I have an idea of the type of meals that I want to be making for my husband. I have the type of children I want to raise. And maybe this is just the perfectionist in me, but it is not even applicable to, the type of wedding dress that I'll wear. I'm not really big on that. I'm not saying I'm not going to have a wedding. I want to have a wedding, but I don't really care if it is a small wedding, if it is a big wedding. All I just care for is the type of marriage that I want to have, right? And I am so invested in this course. Like, I read a lot. I watch a lot of podcasts. I read books a lot. And this has been right from when I was young. I will look at my parents' marriage and I'll just be like, okay, what am I going to pick up from this marriage? What am I going to drop? I would go to somebody's house and be like, okay, I like that. I like that she laid down on his laps and I want my husband to be. That is how I was. Whenever I was with these people, right, I already had envisioned my marriage with them. I'd already envisioned my whole world with them, how our children will look. I would just already built my life around this bubble that we would try to stick together and we would get married together. And I would ask myself, because I'm a very realistic person, and I would ask myself, Makan, can you marry this person after this person cheated on you? And I will say no. But then I'm going to still stay in that relationship. Then I will still forgive the shit. I will still stay because of the fear of unknown. Where am I going to start from? Oh, I'll start telling a new person that my favorite color is red and that my favorite type of shoe is heels. Or I'll start saying that my favorite food is ekpan kuko. I was just afraid of the unknown when I could have left. So I am putting this out there, guys. If there is any relationship that you should break now that is very toxic, you would regret not leaving. Read my lips. You will regret not leaving early in that relationship. Leave as soon as you're able to ask yourself, can I deal with this thing in marriage? And your answer is no. Then you know that is a ticket for you to leave. Do not forgive rubbish because you keep breaking your self-esteem. As you forgive, your self-esteem keeps depleting. And this person knows that they can push you to the last point and you'll still be them. A man or a woman knows when they are able to manipulate you and they like it. They like the authority it gives them. This is the same greed that human beings have for authority, for power over somebody's life. Toxic people have. So my dear, if you're watching this video and you're contemplating, should I break up or not? Please, guys, break up because you're going to regret it. If you cannot condone this rubbish in marriage, do not condone it in a relationship. So the fear of unknown did not allow me to leave early at the times I should have left in these two relationships I'm talking about. And I would ask myself, how will I start? Let me answer my younger self from anywhere. You can start from anywhere. And I'll ask myself, what will my life be without this person? And I'm going to answer better. Makan better than anything else you could have done in the space of time. It would have been much better. Much better. And I'm saying this to you. Do not deplete your self-esteem for a man and for a woman that has chosen to be toxic to you. Don't do it. I'm here to take you through my journey of total redemption, total healing, total surrender to the process, and how I healed completely. And this is 100% no filter. I'm going to be as realistic with my stories, obviously, to back up just how I healed. If you're watching this and you're heartbroken, the first thing I want to say is I'm sending you virtual hugs. I'm sending you kisses. I'm sending you all the love that you deserve. Heartbreak is hard. Healing is hard. Getting over someone that your life was built around is very difficult. It's very hard and very real. And it takes time. It takes effort. It takes God, in fact, to actually heal and heal completely. The first step to complete healing for me would be accepting that you're hot. I don't know why I'm teary. Maybe it's because I'm just thinking of the number of people that are heartbroken. But just accepting that you're hot, accepting that it is okay to cry, accepting, just acceptance, just allowing yourself to feel all the emotions. You know, this video is not just for the men, like against the men, it is also for the men that are going through heartbreak. Even as a man, I'm sure that you want to shield your emotion. But I put it to you, allow yourself feel however. Allow yourself feel the many emotions that you want to feel. It is fine. It is okay. Cry if you want to. Call your friend and rant if you want to. Allow yourself to feel the emotions. It's not about for me in the bosque, my dear sisters, my dear brothers, calm down and accept that there's nothing that you could have done to salvage the situation. Realize, make a decision. Make a decision to leave that person. Make a decision to leave that person that wants to hurt you and wants to make you run mad. Because to be honest, it's not worth it. The next step after acceptance shouldn't be to look for a rebound. The first time I actually went through a heartbreak, I wanted to show the person that I can do without you. I can exist without you. I can run the world without you. You're not the reason I'm alive. So I went all out. I'll buy new outfits, and go to church because we attended the same church. So I'll go to church because I know that he's going to see me. And I'll go and sit down at the point where he's going to see me. It did not work. Like I still feel like I wasn't completely over him. So don't do that. Don't try to show the person that you're okay without the person. It is about you first. It is about you. How is Makan doing? How am I doing? How is a newborn doing? First of all, just ask yourself, how am I doing? Don't try to show off. Don't try to look for a rebound. Just calm down. Let's be honest. After all that in Daboski, you don't sleep at night. You still cry yourself to bed. You still flip through your pictures and you remember the memories. So the first thing to do is not to show this person that you can live without them. It's not to show off. I'm not saying that you cannot live without them, but don't show it off. The other thing I would want to touch on is that you shouldn't stay in denial. Don't live in denial. That denial stage is a very deep stage. It is a stage that your boundaries are not set. You are thinking, this person might likely still come back. This person might likely still show up again tomorrow, and peradventure, I might still have a place for this person in my life. Pick a struggle. Do not live in denial. If you've made a decision to leave, sisters, brothers, leave. pack your bags and go. Pack your baggage and go. That is where the healing starts. Because when you don't start to place boundaries, then they will actually come for you. They will actually come to come and take advantage of you, to come and do kiss and run. Denial brings obsession. Denial brings confusion. Denial can make you stalk a man. Remaining in denial, a man will tell you, I've left you and you're stalking him. Denial will make you stay obsessed and obsess over the idea of him. Check his pictures at night, cry yourself to sleep. Feel all that emotion, but know that you are moving ahead. And this is where your healing journey actually starts. I'm going to tell a funny story. My first relationship, I decided to leave my ex unblocked. I would not say that I was in complete denial. I actually knew that I was going to leave. I knew that I left. In fact, we had broken up at this point. Well, I just said maybe he can be a friend, but he cannot actually be a friend with a toxic person. Let's be honest. Guess what? This guy comes to my DM and sends a message to me telling me that he had a dream, that in that dream, I did not speak to him. And that he now asked me, are you going to do that to me in real life? And I actually replied him, I'm like, what do you mean by that? Why would I do that to you in real life? He said, okay, thank God that he has a favor to ask of me. Guys, guess what the favor was? That his mom has an ear infection and it deserves surgery. She's supposed to go for surgery. And so, can I please send him money for his mom? He knew that I had a soft spot for his mom. Do you know the crazy part? I'm just remembering crazy. This is another crazy thing I did for love. Oh my God. I broke up with this boy, and because I had promised the mom a cake on her birthday, I baked the cake and sent it to his friend to deliver it to him for the mom's birthday. I had broken up with this guy, but I still used my ingredients from my bakery to bake for his mom. That aside, he now came with this his mom's story that he needs money for his mom's ear infection. And I quickly called his friend. I'm not going to mention that his friend's name because all of you will know him. And I quickly called his friend. I'm like, Alpha, is this person's mom sick? He said, someone I saw in church yesterday, how is she sick? I said, what are you talking about? This person says she's in the hospital and she needs ear infection money. Can you help me confirm? My dears, that was the day I blocked him. His mom was not sick. His mom is still alive. His mom did not go for any surgery. He just needed money. These people just want to take and take and take from you. And if you don't take action, yours is done. It's done for. From accepting and realizing that you are totally done with this person and crying your eyes out and mourning now leads you to a very dark phase, which is extreme anger. I was filled with rage one day, and this rage was not even for the person. Funny how the rage was for myself. I was angry at myself that how could you have taken this rubbish? How could you have taken this nonsense? And for those of you that caused heartbreaks to people or that were the cause of heartbreaks to people, you probably will feel faults. It's fine. This video is also for you. Come and see what you do to people's children. You probably will feel faults, and you will fault yourself, and rightfully so, because you caused it, right? I felt angry. My anger stage lasted for a long time. There were days that I beat myself up. There were days that I called my friend to say, how could I do this rubbish? I would be so angry at myself that I did not want to do anything to please myself. I felt like punishing myself. Not eating was good enough. So from the part of acceptance now comes anger. And that's okay. it is right. Allow yourself feel these emotions. Allow yourself process these emotions. Try to forgive yourself. When you ask yourself, how could I do this? Just try to know that you are human. And the human nature is so beautiful. The human nature is so, you can't fault yourself for being kind. You can't fault yourself for being honest. You can't fault yourself for being loving. You can't fault yourself. I need you to come to that realization that this thing is not your fault. Boys and girls, for this particular video, I would like to tell a story, the one that I was the most angry about, the one that I was most it took time for me to heal from this particular one. My ex was dating this girl, his ex, or he was dating his girlfriend for 2 years, so that you can understand. He was dating his girlfriend for 2 years prior to when I met him. Then he now met somebody else, and they were now dating for 6 months prior to when I met him. This is me. I'm the third girl in the picture. Now, you might ask, he was dating the first girl and dating the second girl, and I am supposed to be the third relationship that he is managing. The first girl, he probably really loved her. I cannot speak for him. For the second one, I knew that he needed her for money. And for the third one, it was me that wrote the business plan. When we're always together, probably when we go on, business plan, strategy meetings, he would change his ex's name from a cute name to her real name. And he would tell me very unreal stories about this babe. When I mean unreal, I mean unreal. Things that it was him that was the one doing, not the babe. And he would change his second girlfriend, which was the one for money that he just met 6 months ago. In fact, they were celebrating their 6 months relationship when I found out about this. And he will change that one's name to her surname and add mechanic. Yes. And then we will now hang out. And at this point, we're not dating, like I mentioned in my former video. I was just writing business plan for somebody that I just met, and we're just friends. And we will meet up, and he would tell me toxic stories about his ex, how his ex was this, how his ex was that, and how he has broken up with her, and how she still wants to come back to him, when in reality they were dating. Let's not stay on this story for too long before I collect embarrassment again. They stayed dating, and funny how this ex knew about me and hated me. She sent me like threats that I should better leave her boyfriend. And I was thinking, who is this mad woman? I'm not even doing anything with your boyfriend now. What's happening? I'm just writing business plan. Not even boyfriend at this point, your ex. I just write business plan. What is your problem? Guess what, guys? I found out about these two relationships in one day. And it occurred to me that he had been dating the three of us together. First off, I was hot. I was hot that, like, why would this guy do this to me? Do I deserve this? I found out when we were like 3 months into our own relationship, and he was like 6 months into his relationship with the second one. And he now turned from hot to, I don't think I can do it without this guy. He now turned to, can you please pick me? Pick me amongst the three of them. I'm the newest. I'm the youngest girlfriend. Can you please pick me? And this is such an embarrassing thing to say, but I feel like since I've healed from it, it's very easy for me. And he picked me. But let's be honest, he did not really pick me. The rest is history. You guys can complete the story for yourself. I said this story to cite an example of my healing journey. This one was very, very heavy in my heart. I couldn't believe that I was a pick-me girl. I couldn't believe that I did not leave. I couldn't believe that I was somebody's third girlfriend. What I was looking at in the relationship at the time is, I am his first choice. Why didn't you leave? I don't have any explanation to it, guys. It took a while to forgive myself. I was hot. I was raging. I was angry. How could you do this to your self-esteem? The next thing for you is forgiveness. You have to forgive yourself of all the hurts. It's not your fault. Just pick up the pieces. Be like, okay, I'm never going to do this to the next person. I've learned from this. I would not allow my friend to go through what I went through. Just pick up your pieces. Please do not beat yourself up. If not, you're going to slip into depression, and very serious depression at that. Forgiving yourself takes a while, let's not lie. Anger took a large chunk of my healing journey. And then forgiveness came. Forgiveness came. And then the next thing I did was I had to start deleting memories of them from my phone. I blocked the only ex that I still have on my phone is my first boyfriend. And he was nice to me. He was sweet to me. I still have very good memories of him. He probably will still even watch this video. And I think of him and I'm happy that I actually did that relationship. But for my exes, I deleted every memory of them. And this deleting is not quick, right? You will probably think that I just went with Vim. No, I took my time. Every time I want to go to the pictures, I can delete like few of them. Maybe the ones that I look too happy, I'm like, why are you even happy? I would delete them. I would call my friends. I would cry. And most of the times you feel all these emotions at once. So you probably would think that, oh, because you've accepted now, the next stage you're going to move to. No, you can do all of these things at once. Depending on your own self, depending on your own body, depending on the gravity of what these people did to you. I blocked one of my exes and I went to his DM that was blocked and I typed a whole long ass message. I typed a whole long ass message there. I knew that he was blocked though. I wasn't like I was not aware. I knew that he was blocked. I typed a whole long ass message and just left it there. And I just felt my chest get better. He never saw it. He's never going to see it. But then it felt a whole lot better. So deleting memories of them, deleting things that remind you of them. If you people have a particular scent, throw it away. Look for a different scent there. If you people have a particular hangout spot, it does not mean you should be going there and saying, oh my God, he used to buy me chips. Oh my God, this is how he used to pour me the water on the table. Oh my God, this is how he used to call my name. Don't remind me. Remember them because you're going to remember them, but try as much as possible to take them out of your mind. Try as much as possible to take them off your mind. All I'm saying is set healthy boundaries with your ex. They should not have access to your life. Bro, if you really wanted me in your life, you would have treated me nicely. Don't do all this back and forth. This brings me to a very crucial point in this video: closure. Let's talk about closure. Come closer. I was all for closure before my last relationship. I was all for closure. Oh my God, I really want to know why he did it. What pushed him? Was it something that I did? Let me go to his house to go and find out. Come closer. Amaka, you and I know that. You know the reason why he did it. He's a wicked son of a bitch. You and I know. Don't get me started. You know why he did it. You know that he does not have sense. He does not deserve you. You know it. What are you now going to say? I just want to find closure. I just want to find. You do not fucking need no closure, guys. You don't need any closure. If you want to stop communication, stop communication. Don't go through the whole route of, I just want to find closure. You know, when you find closure, your next relationship will be better. I'm sorry for that, guys. But honestly, receive sense. You and I know that you are sensible, and that's why you're living. And I trust you. Closure is going to bring embarrassment. The next thing I did was to let my friends in. Like I said, I think I've mentioned this before. I cried to my friends, my sweet friends. I love you guys forever and ever. I know you all are gonna watch this video because people are the biggest support. People are like my community gang members. I love you guys. I spoke to my friends all through my breakups, at least especially the first one. I always ranted to them. Oh my God. They were my support. They always listen to my voice notes, which is always like a music recording. And they were the nicest, they were the sweetest. They helped me to grow up. It helps me to grow the fuck up because I did not deserve that type of love. Another thing that I did was to channel my energy and my time and my efforts and just all my passion. You actually put passion to love. So I now channeled my whole energy, every single thing. I now channeled it to a very productive, you know, I'll put it in my business. I probably will put it in my business. I'll put it into a project and I'll call it my baby project. And I'll just focus. I'll just put my all in it. And it helped me. I'll either find a new hobby or something new, or even just do self-care. Just take care of myself, just be more intentional with myself, take myself out, dress up. And during all of this, I still allow myself to break down if need be. I still broke down. I still felt all the emotions, but then I channeled this energy. I channeled this passion into something else. If you knew me when I had my business and you ever saw me sell bread passionately, you ever saw me create content passionately, know that I was dealing with a breakup. And mind you, don't say Makan is saying that I should confuse my emotions with happiness, or I should form that I'm happy when in reality I'm sad. No, I'm just saying channel that energy into something more productive. Allow yourself feel all the emotions. When you're sad, break down. Don't hide it. So far you're in a comfortable position to cry, but then try to channel that energy, because taking that energy that you put in somebody into a different thing will be very productive. And I'm not saying you should be obsessed with it. No, don't be obsessed with it. Just try to channel it into something productive. Take yourself out, get a book, read a book. Try to get out of that funk. Have a bath, look nice, look good. Take a picture, post it on social media. Work, take a course, go out, travel to a state that you've not traveled to before. Go to a hotel, find a new hobby, go for a spa or a massage session. Just soak yourself in self love. Try to forgive yourself. Treat your body nicely. Sometimes all you need is ice cream. All you need is some chocolate. All you need is some nice, tender loving and care. Okay? If you ever remember your ex, if you ever remember what they did to you, don't beat yourself up. These things take time. There was a time in my relationships where if I remember my ex, I would just be like, oh my God, why can't you just forget them? Oh my God, I would try to beat myself up. And I had to write a piece. this is this brings me to my next point, which is journaling, right? But then, like, I will beat myself up and I'll just be like, Makan, it's fine to remember them. They were part of your life for a long time. They were part of your life and your existence for at least a year or two, sometimes 5 years, sometimes people that date people for 10 years, God in heaven. They were a part of your life for a long time. Don't you randomly remember your preschool mates? Don't you randomly remember the teacher that taught you mathematics in JSS1? You do. Allow yourself time to forget. Allow your body and your mind time to forget. This brings me to my next point. I journaled a lot. Oh my gosh. I wrote a lot of things. I might attach the ones that I am willing to share, because my journal notes and my journals are like is a big part of like where I'm the most vulnerable, right? And the ones I can share, I can put them on the screen for you guys to see. I journaled a lot. I journaled my way through. I feel like journaling was the biggest part of my journey. I wrote how I felt in people's DMs, in my friends' DMs, in the blocked assist people's DMs, in my notes, physically, my physical paper. I journaled in church. I allowed myself to feel every emotion. In church, when they are raising your hand and singing worship song, it is you alone that I love. And I'll just be like, oh my God, I can cry during worship. And I'll come out from that worship pick up my phone and journal and just write how I feel to God and just write how I feel to myself and just write how I feel to my future self. Whichever way, whichever mood I feel like journaling, I journaled my way through, which is very healthy. I can remember a time that I wrote things down on a paper and then tore them, and tearing them just gave me so much, it gave me so much hope, because I don't even know why. I don't even know why, to be honest. But I wrote a lot of things and then I tore it and trashed it. And it just felt like I had ripped all the emotions off and I felt free. If you don't like to write, you can speak to people, you can send voice notes. Just journal your way through, just talk to people. Is going to help a lot. Journal in an Uber, write in a keke. If you feel like breaking down, just journal. I still go back and read those messages and I can still feel every emotion in those writes. The second to the last thing I'll say is that God is very thoughtful. God is a very thoughtful God. And I want you to know that God is going to give you the person that you deserve. Be rest assured. If you're able to come to the knowledge that that person did not deserve you, that person was not deserving of the love that you were giving, know that God knows and that God is going to bring a good man. God is going to bring a good woman. God is going to bring good friends. God is going to bring good people to your life. God is thoughtful. He will give you someone that is going to like you, that is going to care for you, that is going to love you the way you want to be loved. Believe me, I'm a living testimony. I saw a tweet and I'll attach it on the screen. That is for you, my dear sister. That is for you, my dear brother. Read it slowly. You deserve better. You deserve to be loved and pampered. Read it over and over and over again. Read it slowly. I'm giving you the time. Don't you think you need tender love and care? You do, Abby. This brings me to the last thing I want to say today. Woof. Rest in God. Know that God cares for you. It is so beautiful in these moments to know or to be able to realize that people actually love you. If you were raised in love, know that your parents loves you. If you are surrounded by a good community like mine, know that your friends love you. If you believe in God, know that God loves you. Don't think otherwise. One person doesn't define you. I love you. If there's nobody in the world to love you, I love you. I can relate with you. You're going to overcome. You get what you deserve. I know that. So rest in God. Time will heal you. Time is the best healer, and you would grow. And once you grow, you would find somebody that wants to grow with you, that is willing to grow with you, that is willing to be your friend. Trust me. Be strong, my loves. God will not hurt you. The person that you deserve will come your way. Buy ice cream, buy chocolates, cook a nice meal, pop a wine. You escaped rubbish. You escaped nonsense. Okay? Believe me, someone better is coming. I love you so much. I'm sending you virtual hugs. I'm kissing you again. I love you, and I'll see you in my next one. And in my next episode, I love you so much. God loves you.